Hey y'all, how's it going? More random thoughts from Prophet Lisa here. I just felt like God wanted me to talk about medication and having an empty love cup. Okay, so when we're children, we're all supposed to have our love cup filled up by our parents, but so many of us don't. Especially in my generation, because all the moms went off to work because of feminism. So they weren't really around. Like, I literally don't remember having a conversation with my mom until I was like 23, out of college. Yeah, it's weird, I know. But partly because she was so tired from working, and also because she was medicated. When I was 3, some stupid woman from work suggested that she start taking medication. She was on, like, I think it was Wellbutrin or something. I don't know, some kind of antidepressant. Anyway, so that made her like a zombie. So she didn't talk. She would sleep all the time. Basically, my mom would literally just work and sleep. So really, my whole life, it's like I didn't have parents, you know? Like, my mom, it was like she wasn't even there. And then my dad, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have some happy memories of my dad, like, throwing me and my brother around, like, you know, roughhousing, playing, and that was happy. But that's about it. And then I remember my dad telling me that he was disappointed in me after I shoplifted. But literally my whole life, that's the only thing I remember my dad saying. Maybe because he was kind of crazy. So anything he said, it was like in one ear and out the other. I was like, well, yeah, and obviously he molested me when I was little. It was literally attempted rape, so I didn't listen to anything that he ever said because of that. You know, and I think so many of us grew up like that, where we didn't respect our parents, so it's like we didn't even have parents, so we pretty much raised ourselves. You know, me and my brother, we raised ourselves. I guess you could say we raised each other. My brother's 4 years older. So my brother always kind of felt like my dad and my mom and my brother. And he would always give me advice, you know. So we were close for a long time. I have thought about living with my brother a lot, but I don't know. The last thing he said to me was that he hates kids. So I was like, okay. I guess you don't want to help me with my son then, but whatever. But my whole life, you know, it was like I mainly had him and friends. I had various friends at school. Anyways, back to medication. Medication's bad because it turns you into like a zombie robot. You don't talk because you're medicated. And my ex was also on an antidepressant just like my mom. And he also just wanted to only work and sleep. He also didn't really want to talk. Which, a little bit, it was comfortable because it was familiar. You know, he was just like my mom. But then it was also sad. Because, yeah, I didn't have that connection with my mom my whole life like you're supposed to. I mean, I don't know what most moms are like, but I always knew that my mom was not like most moms. And then with my ex, you know, I didn't have that connection like probably most couples have. Because he was medicated, you know? So he was like a zombie. I wrote a good book. I think I called it Medication Zombies. Look it up on Amazon. Davis-Bedrick, Medication Zombies. But in that book, I wrote about what I just talked about my mom. And how she wasn't really there. Like, she was there, but not really there. You know? And with my ex, I told my friends right before we broke up, I was like, being with Zach is like being with a tree. He's just there. And I'm sure that anybody who lives with anybody who's medicated, that's how they feel about that person. It's just like living with a tree. They're just there. They don't say anything. They don't feel anything. They're just a tree. They're just like, yeah, like your tree decorates your backyard. That person is just like decorating your house with their presence and hopefully their nice body. And that's it. They're just a tree, you know? And it's weird. It's very weird. It is very weird to be in a relationship with a tree. If any of you are wondering what it's like, it's very weird. Yeah, the tree person, zombie, whatever, doesn't touch you, doesn't hug you, doesn't kiss you, barely talks, doesn't even really want to listen to you talking. It's weird. So that's why I'm totally fine with living without him now, because it's like he was never here to begin with, you know? But that's how it is, and that's how, you know, I think it's part of the agenda of people at the top trying to numb everybody, trying to make everybody robots, trying to silence everybody. If they can get us all medicated, we're all going to shut up. Because they don't like people talking, which is surprising that I'm still able to make these videos. I was banned for 1 week on YouTube because I made a video about vaccines, but so now I don't talk about that. But yeah, like it's an agenda. I guess it's the death cult. They want to medicate everybody and silence everybody and make it so that we're like, yeah, so that we're like half dead. Anybody who's medicated, it's like they're half dead. They're like The Walking Dead, which was the show that my brother used to be obsessed with. Literally like The Walking Dead is anybody who's on any, I mean, I would say any pill, not just like antidepressants, but sleeping pills, anything. They're just like The Walking Dead, you know? And everybody around them is like, are you alive? Are you dead? Like, what the heck, man? Get busy living or get busy dying, right? Like, you can live or you can live, you know? There's a difference. You can just survive or you can thrive. What is your choice, dear listener? Do you want to live or do you want to live? Right? Are you dead while you're still alive? There's a great book about that. It's called Waking the Dead by John Eldridge. You guys should all read it. But he talks about that. How so many people are just existing, you know? They're dead while they're still alive. They have no passion, no goals, no vision, nothing. They never try writing a book. They have nothing to say. They feel nothing. They don't want anything. Like, literally. I mean, how many people is that in the world? People who have no dreams, no visions, no goals. They want nothing. But I think it's depression, and it is a spirit of heaviness, because they get tired of wanting something and not getting it. So then, yeah, they resign at some point, and they're like, you know what? I'm just not going to want anything ever again, because I'm probably not going to get it. But that's depression, that's hopelessness, that's giving up. Like, you're giving up on life, you know? Like, it's like, yeah, like, you're probably just like, why should I go on existing? Why do I exist? I don't know, but everybody needs to have a vision, a goal. My current goal is literally to convert all of America to Christianity. Is that crazy? I don't know, but that's my goal. Hey, at least I have a goal, right? What's your goal? Whatever it is, make it happen. God loves you. God bless. Bye.